Welcome back as we go to, yes, the Duck of the Week Award. And this week, on the Duck of the Week, no question about it, congratulations, you've joined the elite team. Kenny Spence from Geelong West, after your magnificent little woof woof on the weekend. Welcome to the Duck of the Week Award. Turning our attention to the Geelong Cricket Association. And yes, we spoke to our special guest, Alf Clark, about the match. But let's review it again. North Geelong, 161. East Belmont resume at no wicket for 11. Tim, East Belmont's top order batting looks to be maybe a little strong.
Yeah, they're in fantastic form at the moment, East Belmont. Probably building one of the best form lines of any of the sides in the GCA. I think it's probably 2 or 3 wins that they've strung together and really cementing that spot inside the top 6. Going to be a big ask today, I think, for Alf and his boys. But as he said, probably a couple early wickets. The game will probably end up being decided in the first hour, Graham. If East Belmont get to, say, 1 for 60, 1 for 70, then the game's almost all but over. But if North Geelong can grab 2 or 3 early wickets, then who knows, they might be able to defend that 160.
Clarkie, can Brady Scown fire the boys up, particularly himself?
Scowny's had a great year, Graham, and if he gets some early wickets, we'll be in with a chance.
Well, St Joseph's last week, we heard that Mike Chapman was going out after St Joseph's scalps. He did it well with the ball, the Leopold Lions, dismissing St Joseph's for 144. But Leopold at 3 for 21, they look a bit shaky, Tim.
Yeah, I think they do look shaky, and I think it's going to be another case of disappointment for Leopold. Again, St Joseph's, obviously those 3 wickets will really buoy them going into today. They'll take a lot of confidence from what they did overnight, and they would have known with 144 on the board that they had to strike and strike early. They've done that, St Joseph's, so no reason now why they won't defend 144. They're too much of a quality side, I think, not to get through Leopold's middle order. But then again, with 144 on the board, all it's going to take is maybe one big partnership from Leopold, and they're every chance of getting there. I'll still back St Joseph's in, but all it's going to take a little bit of just digging in from Leopold's batsman, Graham, and they might get there.
Have they got the discipline, Alf?
Rod Kettle will be the key, Graham.
The Rocket?
Yep. Rocket makes runs, Leopold are home.
You've heard the word of the master. Manifold Heights, 226. Geelong City need 227 to take the game out up at Hurst Reserve. Can they do it?
Yeah, vital game for Manifold. Obviously, we know they're in a little bit of a relegation battle at the moment, should we say, and I think 226 is a fantastic score for them. Got to give them some confidence going in today. I think with runs on the board, Manifold Heights will give themselves every chance, and Craig Bully and his boys will be on the way to a victory today. Do
you agree with that, Al?
Both sides very inconsistent this year. However, City made 300 last week, so in with a chance. Scotty Lindsay's batting really well. I'd give City half a chance.
The City Sharks, half a chance against Mano in a tight game. South Barwon, they put it to the board last weekend as they plastered 7 for 300 at compulsory closure against the boys from Bellpost Hill. Have Bellpost Hill got the discipline in their batting? They certainly looked to have the talent on paper, Tim, but have they got the discipline at the right time to make 301?
The talent's there, and it's almost going to be put on Bellpost Hill this week. I'm sure before the game, their skipper will have a chat to them and just sit them down and say, it's almost on us, this boys, this week. If we chase down this 300, then we're every chance of getting into finals. But if they don't Bellpost Hill, then their season's going to it's going to be very dicey for them. They're already 6 points out at the moment, and it'll be very tough to see them storming home and relying on results from there. So they'll know that they need a victory, but I'll just stick with 300 on the board. South Barwon have enough in their bowling attack, and they were in a similar position last week too, really needing their batsmen to fire. I think their bowlers can do the job now, South Barwon.
Alf, an even contest between these two?
I believe so, Graham. Yeah, they're both very good sides, and 300 on the board. It's always nice to have runs on the board, but I wouldn't underestimate Bellpost Hill in chasing them.
Down at South Barwon Reserve number 2. Be a great game. Lara, 7 for 268. Christopher John Banbury with 115, leading his team well against the 2 Blues, Newtown and Chewell. And Tim, it looks as if it's going to continue to be dismal down at Newtown and Chewell.
Yeah, I think it will be. Obviously, Newtown would have been praying, I guess, that Chris Banbury could have attended that tribunal hearing that he was meant to have last Wednesday. He'll actually go up this Wednesday, and then obviously we'll know his fate after that. But obviously he went out there for Lara and did the job fantastically. We know what a quality batsman he is at the moment, playing fantastically, and obviously one of the favourites to take out the Ajaxing medal at the end of the year. So he's batting fantastically, and I can't see Newtown and Chilwell getting that target, Graham.
Agree with that, Al?
Yeah, I believe Newtown just a little bit inconsistent at this stage, Graham.
And in the match of the day, we picked it last week, Geelong West. The Rams are on a charge. They're chasing 6 wins in a row as they take on Grovedale. How lucky were Geelong West to get to 227 without Glenn Tellerico, without Sam Loftus and without John Vrabowski, but Grovedale the chase in front of him, Tim.
Yeah, I think if you listen to Barry Cheetis' comments, Grovedale will be pretty confident out there today. He said he thought last weekend it was probably at least a 260 or 270 day, and Geelong West probably fell at least 20 or 30 short of what they would have been aiming for. So Grovedale coming with some confidence, having played West Oval fairly well in the 2020, obviously taking that final out a few weeks back now against East Belmont. And I think Grovedale, it's going to be put on their batsmen as well after being bowled out so comprehensively by Lara to fire, and I think Grovedale will turn that form line around with the bat and get a win.
In Division 2, the Tommy Tigers are no wicket for one, chasing Marshall's 168. Will Thompson stay on top?
Yeah, I think they will. Can't see Marshall defending that total. And Thompson will go into the finals with all the pressure on them, but I think they're a good enough side at the moment that they could seriously go through undefeated for the whole season.
And in Division 3, St Albans Breakwater continue on their unbeaten run. 196 against the Teesdale Tadpoles, second place there, no wicket for 9. That'll be an interesting battle.
Yeah, certainly evenly poised after day one, the battle of the top two sides in Division 3, and Teesdale will give themselves every chance of being the first side to hand St Albans Breakwater, a GCA defeat since they came back from the BPCA as well. So all the best to those two sides.
And a very good morning to all of our friends up at the Marriott Hotel up there in Melbourne. Ross Haberman and all the boys from Geelong, congratulations. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your viewing each week. Lords of Cricket, we asked a question last week, who were the only two sides in the states of Australia not to have played in the KFC T20 Grand Final? We did not receive any correct answers. The correct answers were Tasmania and Western Australia are the only two states not to have played in it. We're not going to ask a question this week because I, on behalf of the Geelong Cricket Show and all of our members of staff, would like to present a game of Lords of Cricket to our new GCA runs record maker, Alf Clark. 10,560 runs, plus more to come. Alf, something for you. A Lords of Cricket game. Enjoy that with the family. I'm sure you certainly will.
Thank you very much, Graham. I'll take this out to North Geelong and give Roger and Digger and Fatty and a few of the boys a game and see how we get on.
Thanks for being with us on the Geelong Cricket Show. Thanks to Alf Clark, our special guest this morning. Tim, you have a great weekend. Enjoy the game today.
Yeah, certainly will, Graham. And thanks everyone for tuning in again.
Go Cats against Essendon. Until next week on the Geelong Cricket Show, Rawlo saying, catch ya.